Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to G-Bear's Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert. Yeah, I got my portable pump set out here because I was transferring water. Now these containers, these two lower ones, were filled up to here. All the way from down there up to here. Okay, I think you can see it better with a mark on this one, right there. So that was a little over 800 liters, or about 225 gallons each. So between the two, there was 450 gallons in there. So I transferred that today, and I still left about 150 gallons. I'm sorry, about 60, about 120 gallons in the bottom, because these four barrels, the four corner barrels on the cabin, are full to the top. That's the rain I caught in the last couple of days with the monsoonal moisture. I'm using my windproof mic right now because, or wind resistant mic, because the winds are blowing again today, and it's supposed to blow again tomorrow. So anyway, my 5 totes down there are almost topped off, and I will transfer the water from the 4 corner barrels here down there tomorrow and get that topped off and ready to go. And then we'll go in and take a look at how well the garden is doing. And also I want to get that one filled before the summer heat starts, because that's when I start going through a lot of water. Now with the rain I got almost 1 inch. 0.98 was the total for the monsoonals. And as you can see, clear blue skies, no clouds, no chance of monsoonals. Turbines spinning away. Flag's got a few little tassels on the end of it, but it'll make it through Memorial Day. And we'll go from there. Anyway, yeah, the garden's doing really well, and it really loves that rainwater. So I won't be using water for a while because the temperatures are down a little bit, because we have an onshore breeze here, and it's coming from my back right now, right from the west, from the Pacific Ocean. And it's cool, and the ground was completely saturated with that almost 1 inch of rain in the last few days. Well, hi there, Gillis. How are you today? Come over to say hi. Yeah, nothing like a head scratch when you come over to say hi, right? So anyway, yeah, I got plenty of water going into the summer. And depending on how hot the summer gets, will determine how much more water I'm going to need. So I've got a few things I got to take care of for my new neighbor tomorrow, and that'll keep me busy for a little bit of it the day. But I did want to do an update. Hi, DOG. Oh, you're such a wuss. You just a little wuss, aren't you? Big dog, but he's a lovable dog. And if anybody wants to adopt any of these dogs, I love them all, but I really can't afford them. I did go get some more dog food today, and it puts a strain on my finances here, because I live on the edge with Social Security, and no employment. I was hoping to have some employment for my retirement, little side jobs, but they're far and few between, so I got to make do with what I got. So anyway, I want to update you on the bug spray. If you go back a couple of days and look at my recent videos, I've got a thing on there about homemade bug spray. And that homemade bug spray, I found that if I use a tablespoon instead of a teaspoon of dish soap in the recipe, and I also let it sit overnight so that the baking soda can dissolve completely, because it doesn't dissolve right away. And then just make sure you shake the bottle before you spray it. I found that it works wonderful. I mean, I will never buy another can of aerosol bug spray as long as I've got this recipe. It's worked on every bug I've found so far, even the fire ants. Spray the fire ants, they stop in their tracks and they just don't move from there. They're dead. Spray the moths, same thing. Now, we're being overrun by grasshoppers right now, and I haven't tried it on them because when they're all laying on the ground, and as soon as I start walking through them, they come up in hordes. I mean, they're all over the place. Loads and loads and loads of grasshoppers. And I got to keep an eye on my garden because of them. So I probably will be getting out there with the spray and see if it works on grasshoppers. Now, what I did find out also is that using the spray for the moths, not only has it killed the moths that I sprayed, but it's kept any more moths from coming into the areas where I've sprayed. And this is non-toxic bug spray, so that's a plus and a half. Won't hurt your animals, won't hurt your plants, and you just got to be careful about using it so you don't kill any of the beneficial bugs like butterflies and bees. And from what I saw on TV, the bees are going to be making a big comeback this year because of all of the super blooms of flowers that are around. Now the desert's pretty brown right now, but give it a week with the soaking it got, there's going to be a lot of green popping up, and that means a lot more bugs. So the bug spray will be getting some use. Other than that, everybody, I'm going to get the tote koozie washed out and cleaned out and ready for filling, so that I can get into that for the summertime, cool off when the hot gets here. The tote that I turned into a dog coop, I'm going to have to move that. So I'm looking at rearranging things around here. The fire pit and that stuff, I think I'm going to relocate that, because I want to at least, if I can, I want to at least get all of the posts in for my big wraparound deck here. And then if some magic money comes my way, I'll buy some concrete, and I got plenty of rock tree leaves all over the place. I can rake those up and mix my own concrete and make a nice concrete deck out front here where be a nice place to relax. And I'm not going to move the tote koozie. I'm going to leave it right in the center of the deck here, and I think I'm going to build around it and cement it in so it doesn't move. And then I'll where the stairs go up, I'm going to have an open solarium skylight type thing, no cover above the tote koozie, so that I can look up at the stars when I'm sitting out there on a summer night. So that's the plan, and I'm sticking to it. Thanks for joining me. This is G Bear reminding you, thumbs ups, share and subscribe, and save if you want. And we'll be getting back to the off-grid series here soon. I've got a couple of products I'm working on, and I'm working on the monologue now for that. And you'll be interested in these items because they seem to be a pretty good setup. And I just got them in the mail, so I'm working on that, and I'll get it out as soon as possible. Thanks for joining me. This is G Bear signing off.